January the 29th, 2022. Guys, you're looking at images from the National Weather Service. This northeastern storm is moving out fast, but you notice it's still swirling all the way down into the Long Island and up through Boston and further north from there. A lot of people without power. A couple of feet of snow in a lot of places already. And it's not over yet for the very far northeast. Look at the purple areas in Florida. Hard freeze warnings. Check that out. All the way down to Lake Okeechobee. From there you've got wind chill advisories, wind chill watches, and high wind warnings. Georgia, you're still in the red flag area as far as high wind warnings. And you can see these around the nation. In the browns and in the hot pinks. Those are wind watches and warnings. This area is hurricane force wind warnings. Notice how close to the shore it is now compared to last night. 100-mile-per-hour gust recorded onshore. This area is still in the blizzard warning area. From there out, you've got winter storm warnings and winter storm watches. Here in central Nebraska, you've got high wind warnings north of there, high wind watches. Now, this came in 6 minutes ago from AccuWeather. It's part of their live update section. Go to AccuWeather, you'll find it. It says live snow totals approach 2 feet as a storm brings northeast to a standstill. Thousands of flights were canceled by Saturday afternoon, and power outages in Massachusetts were above 100,000 as a powerful nor'easter thumped the East Coast. That's just Massachusetts. 100,000 folks. Flight cancellations near 5,000. According to Flight Tracking Services FlightAware, nearly 5,000 flights have been canceled on Saturday as the nor'easter continues to impact the Northeast. John F. Kennedy Airport in New York has seen more than 450 cancellations so far on Saturday, the most of any airport. And you know, I've always been amazed by the fact that you're going to book a flight during a blizzard and you expect it to actually go somewhere, even if it's, you booked it a week ago. Look at the weather. Don't be sitting in the airport for 2 or 3 days because you weren't paying attention. It says Newark Airport and Boston Logan Airport each also had over 300 flight cancellations. In total, 6 airports across the country have experienced at least 100 flight cancellations today. In total for the U.S., over 3,500 flights have been canceled on Saturday, along with 1,212 delays. And they're saying the power outages mount across eastern Massachusetts. Power outages are continuing to climb across eastern Massachusetts amid the nor'easter far surpassing the surrounding states, currently at over 119,000. Now, New York, you're looking at about 60,000. This is according to Power Outages U.S. Extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer reported nearly 100-mile-per-hour winds at True Road Beach, Massachusetts, shortly after noon Saturday. Guys, think of that, man. As of 1:25 p.m., Wellfleet in Yarmouth, 2 towns in Barnstable County, Massachusetts, recorded 81-mile-per-hour wind gusts Saturday. West Dennis, also in Barnstable County, has recorded 81-mile-per-hour wind gust. The winds feel like they're from the Wizard of Oz, one Twitter user from Plymouth Harbor commented on a tweet by the National Weather Service that showed a map of wind gust. They're saying sub-freezing temperatures and bone-chilling cold are making travel treacherous around New York City as the wind continues to reduce visibility for those walking and driving. Despite the warnings to stay home, many found themselves still traveling Saturday to get to work. And you didn't get very far, and I understand the need that you feel like you have to take care of that business, but you can really become stranded, possibly lose your life. This says heavy snow and gusty winds and coastal flooding are causing mayhem in Massachusetts. Guys, I'm not sure exactly where this is. It says Marshfield, Massachusetts, but Franklin Street, it must be very close to the beach. It looks like beach houses. And it looks like a hurricane coming in. You see the water, and at 100 miles an hour, that's what you have. And the reason I'm going through this, guys, I know it's winter, but this is grand solar minimum. This is new science. Now, Atlantic City, it says one for the record books. The Easter has given it its snowiest January on record, beating out January of 1987, which tallied 20.3 inches of snow. The city boasted 17.2 inches before the latest storm, and 16 inches of fresh snow were measured at Atlantic City International Airport before 2 p.m. today, bringing the season total to 33.2 inches. The 16 inches alone would have made for the fourth snowiest January on record, according to, again, Ryan Adamson at AccuWeather. As again, it's we're dealing with new science, and with the technology that's available now, I'm looking forward to be able to analyze these storms, the impact of grand solar minimum, and because we are in declining cycles, we're in solar cycle 25. It's not as strong as solar cycle 24. They each last 11.8 years. Each time they decline, we start seeing this. It can end up in grand solar minimum with mass migration due to crop failures and things like that. Are we declining into that? I think we are, and it's time to pay very close attention to it. People may be forced to migrate. We don't know yet. Already people are leaving the east and west coast for other reasons, but that may continue to increase. We'll just see. There's a lot going on in this planet, guys. I wanted to update you. It's going to take several days for these folks up here in the Northeast to dig out, get their power back on, and all my friends in Florida. I don't know what to say, man. That's a very large area of freeze warnings, crops, water lines, plants, animals. We're going to be affected. Many will die because of that. But there's nothing we can do but report on it and tell you to hunker down, and that's what you need to do. But you guys in Florida, make sure your water lines are secure. You have extra water in case they don't make it through, and extra food. We're watching it. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.